welcome to Copperhead Living. Today we're going to make granola. It's one of my favorites to put in like yogurt and stuff. And welcome to my mini but tiny kitchen. We have a big family, small space. So we use all of the spaces. So to get started, we need to preheat the oven to 350. And I have it all written down so you guys can get all of the information. So we need a large bowl so we can mix the oats, seeds, and salt. So we're gonna do 4 cups of oatmeal. I just get this oatmeal from the store right now because I don't know where to get regular oatmeal from. So 4 cups of oatmeal. I'm just gonna leave that in there. Okay, and also we need our nuts, and it calls for a half a cup of nuts, but I don't have them chopped up or nothing yet, so I'm gonna do a whole cup of nuts. I will be adding this recipe card to the website below where you can get this recipe. Okay, so about a full cup. These are walnuts. Those are the kind of nuts I like to use. This might be pretty good with mashed up almonds. And then, I don't know if you can see, but then I break them up, or you can like smash them with a hammer. I'm gonna do it like this. And then so there's some big pieces, some small pieces, and I like walnuts with this. It's really good. You can also add like dried fruit or but I don't really like dried fruit in my granola, so I like the nuts and like just the basic part of it. I don't get super fancy with making my granola, or with this recipe anyways. And this is on the lowest tox we can get. So there is some big pieces in here, so all right, now we'll show you what just that looks like in the bowl. All right, so here is the walnuts and the oatmeal. So see, I just break them up, and they like smash really easy. But they are so good in this oatmeal. All right, the seeds. And now we're going to add salt and cinnamon. The cinnamon was sitting too close to the oven, and look what happened to it. This is what we keep it in. It makes it easy to shake and stuff. Not very easy to put in there now though, but. So this is a half a teaspoon. A half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, and then we want a whole tablespoon of salt. And then I guess we're gonna mix it now. I'm just gonna use this to mix it all together. And it still doesn't like super look like anything yet. So it just looks the same. So that's it. And then you want to pour in the oil, which I think it's really strange that you put oil in here, but I guess when you're cooking it, it helps out with that. So we need a half a cup of oil. It says olive oil, but I don't like the taste of olive oil. I like to use avocado oil. And it says a half a cup. So this is a whole cup in here, but we'll make it a half a cup. All right, half a cup. And I'm going to do it like this, so maybe it will get everywhere more even. And, okay, so this trick I found, it's really, really nice. If you do your olive oil first, and then you do your honey, the honey doesn't stick really to this, which is really, really nice. All right, so honey will need a half a cup. This is still a newer recipe for me, so I'm still looking at the ingredients, but it's been my favorite so far. It's really, really good. All right. Sometimes we go through honey like crazy, and then sometimes we don't. So then it starts to like crystallize and stuff, which is really annoying because then you have this slow nonsense going on. All right, good enough. About halfway. And then I'm going to do this one about the same too. But look, I don't know if you guys, so I'm pouring it in there. Like with the olive oil, it'll get like every drop. And then I get the last part out with, and then look at that. That's awesome. It's way easier. And then you don't have the little ones like all in your stuff you're using. All right. So, and now we have to add vanilla. And that is a teaspoon. Okay, and now I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on, let me turn mine. All right, so there's that, and now you have to mix it evenly, so it's like, it's all covering. Look at these cool, so. This might take a minute, so, but it doesn't take too long. I like recipes that are fairly easy. Do you like dried fruit in your granola? Do you put chocolate in your granola? Let me know below. Or is there anything unique or different that you like in your granola? I like to make it just like this, and then I don't add chocolates until later. I don't like it in there because it like gets all melty and weird. And I like to put the chocolates in for the granola bars, but not in here. All right. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but like it's even sticking to the spoon. You see that? Like, I don't know. So it's about lightly covered. You can tell because it gets like a little bit darker and it's not so like powdery looking if you use like just regular oatmeal. I don't know about like fresher oatmeal what it would look like, but with this oatmeal, this is what it would look like. All right, so now we want to pour it on a pan, and obviously we need to use some parchment paper to cover this up so we have a good, like we don't have a lot of cleanup, right? Fast and easy with a bunch of kids is my favorite way. Obviously some things are slow and has to take time, but if it's fast and easy and it can be homemade, that's for me. All right. Alright, I'm just going to do the parchment as big as the thing. And because parchment is parched, I'm not going to get it wet, but I'm going to crunkle it so it stays better when I'm trying to form it. So that's what that loud noise will be. So be prepared. See? And then I crunkle it up and then we get it all back out. And I feel like it lays better. And it's easier to work with. So that's my tip. Do you guys water your parchment, or do you just crinkle it up, or do you not do anything with it? Let me know. All right, so we're gonna take this oatmeal and I'm gonna start from one side and put some down. And I got the biggest cookie sheet I have. I think it's a little bit bigger than like regular ones. So the flatter it can lay out. And then it makes it easier to like crumble up or whatever. Have you guys ever made granola from scratch before? Let me know. Okay. Alright, I got as much out as I could. And then I'm going to spread it. So I'm just going to smooth it out evenly. And as smoothly as possible. Which I'm like a perfectionist, which I'm trying really hard not to be because nothing in life is perfect, obviously, right? And that makes life a lot harder. So we're just going to get it as good as we can. Alright, and then I'm gonna, doesn't really, you know, not worth trying to get off of there. When you're at home, you can lick fingers and stuff, right? Not when you cook for other people. Actually, I'll rinse my hands off. Alright, so now I'll bring you over here so you can see what it looks like before I put it into the oven. All right, so there, that's what it looks like. As soon as I could, I like doesn't even go over the edges. All right. All right, so remember I set the preheated oven to 350. 350, and now we're gonna put it in. All right. I am a timer person. I have to set timers. Do you guys have to set timers, or do you guys just look at the clock? Like my husband can just look at the clock and be like, oh yeah, it's time to be. No, I'll forget. I have too much other things to do. Kids running around being crazy. So I have to set an alarm. It will take about 21 to 24 minutes. If you don't like stuff as crunchy, I would do the 21 minutes, but I like it a little bit more crunchy, so I'm going to do it for 24 minutes. All right, we'll be back when it's done. Okay, now it's done. Let's take it out. Got our handy helpers. Alright. Woo! Alright. Alright, now here you want to make sure it cools completely before you store it. So let's check it out what it looks like. Look at that. You can see it's crispy. It's still, and hopefully it will fall apart nicely, and I'll show you that after it cools. Alright, one more thing, I am going to put a towel over my stuff. As you can see here, we get a lot of flies and gnats and stuff. We are royal, and we're a homestead, so I am going to put a towel. It might take a little bit longer to like cool down, but then I feel less like that flies touched it. So do you guys know what I'm talking about? Alright. Alright. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the granola is at least cool enough to where we can put in the jars, and the baby's about to wake up, so let's get to it now. I'm going to use a mason jar, and then I'm going to use my canning things. Makes it easier. And then we are going to disrupt this granola over here, which is pretty satisfying. So, are you ready? Are you ready? And see how nicely it just comes right off, and you just break it up with your hands. And however you like it. If you like it really loose, if you like chunks, or if you just don't care. So, this middle is still a little warm. So, and right now, at this point, you probably could add some chocolates if you wanted, especially if you're wanting the kids to eat it, but I will just store it like this. There's a big walnut. They're really good. I'm going to eat that one. Alright. Alright. Sorry, my throat is dry. So I am using this so I can use like a airtight lid, because this will stay good about 1 to 2 weeks if you have an airtight container. If you like make a bunch of it or something and you want to freeze some of it, you can do that too. You just have to remember to take it out and let it thaw before you use it, right? Alright, now let's put it in here. I like to do it like this at first, and then when it gets lower, I make a lot of mess. So I try to make as less mess as possible, but that's just not alright. I think we got most of it in here, so maybe do something, except for I usually wind up making a way bigger mess than I should. So, alright, can you see? Let's see if we make a mess or not. Alright, Look at that. Now we have granola. My kids and stuff use it too, so this will only last us like 3 or 4 days. If I just eat it, this will last me all week. But with the kids eating it, I want to say it lasts like 4 days. But I have a lot of kiddos, so if you don't be like, oh, that's a lot, because I still even have more here that I'm going to put in a different mason jar, a smaller mason jar, or I'll just let the littles eat on it. And yeah, so right, like if this is too much and you're like, oh, I'm only making this for me, that will go bad before I use all of it. Just take half of it or whatever and put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to use that one, you can take it out and let it sit on the counter for about 10 or I think it's 5-10 minutes. I've never froze it, but it's recommended about 5-10 minutes, and then it's fine. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with us today. Alright, thank you for stopping by and making granola with me today. If you've tried the recipe, let me know down in the comments if you like it. I hope to see you guys next time. Laters.